Bottles of rum that we blend the white oak and the cherry oak. Therefore, this flavor here is different. It's more sweet and more soft, right? This is, yes, sir, 4 to 6 years in a wine barrel. So this is kind of a sweet also type of rum, 11 years old. And then we have the blue box. This one is it's the same thing, but that one is 14 years old and 40% alcohol in the same process. Those two over here, those are like sipping rum. These are like, really special rums, not to mix it with Coke or anything like that. This is just to drink it straight as it is. Maybe one little bit of ice. It depends on the temperature, but that's it. All right.
Those two?
Those two over there, yeah. The rest are used for. You purchase this in the duty free, which is already inside the costume. This is the only way that you can purchase any type of liquid. Otherwise, you have to put it on it, wrap it up in clothes. Perfectly fine.
How do I do it?
No tequila.
It wouldn't be no problem to get it back on the ship, right?
No, get it back on the ship, they will confiscate it from you and then give it back to you when you go back home. Yeah. But it's perfectly fine. No. Unless you hide it. Yeah, but that's what happens. Yeah. The key to produce alcohol, right? In some cases, some distilleries actually steps in the process from the sugarcane juice itself, right? In our case, we step in the process from the molasses. Molasses are the leftovers of the sugar process, right? We use around 40 million gallons of molasses every year. We dilute those molasses with water and then we ferment it with yeast. In that process of fermentation, we produce alcohol. Fermentation transforms sugar into alcohol. We produce 95% alcohol, then we add more water to that 95% alcohol, and we dilute it down to 65. At 65, we start the aging process. Throughout the aging process is when the alcohol turns into rum. The aging process is what gives the characteristics to the rum, the color, the flavor, and the aromas. That characteristics are given by the charcoal inside the barrels, right? Those barrels are charred inside. So when the alcohol comes in touch with that charcoal, the more years you leave that alcohol in there, the more color and the more flavor and so on, all right? Any questions, anybody? Questions? No questions? All right. So ladies and gentlemen, over here, we have the youngest rum in our distillery, 2 to 4 years. In the case of the white rum was actually filtered with carbon-activated filters just to get the color out, and also paper filters just to get the color out for a different presentation, but they are the exact same rum, 2 to 4 years. This one here is 3 to 5, and this one here is 3 to 8 years old, right?
Wow.
These 4 bottles of rum are aged only in the American whiskey barrels, right? And bourbon. Therefore, the flavor that you will find over here,
Ya, no tiene sombrero.
Sir, amigo.
And they had for the to make it.
Oh, sorry. Here we have Es una pega natural que es la hacienda de la planta de café.
¿La agarro aquí?
See the box. Lo bueno. Haga así. Para que se sienta bien. Me enfoco para que se sienta bien. Ahí está.
Storage. This is one of the roasting machines that we have here. I think you saw this one in the video. For the roasting, we have to be very precise. We have to roast them for some particular time at one particular temperature. One single second can ruin everything. Once it's roasted after they cool down, we use that machine for grinding and making the separations. We put all the beans on top of there, and before they come out brown, we hand wrapping. The woman that you saw wrapping, she wraps 1,500 bars every single day for 6 hours.
Wow.
Now, let's go to the next one. And these two are the mixers that we use for the samples that you have. Brownie mix on top,